Hey there friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we have a ton of news for Multiversus. Now this is all from the new Into the Verse stream. It's a pretty long stream, so we're going to be breaking that down essentially today. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, etc. And we're going to have more stuff like this in the future. In the background, this is new. In the previous streams, this was not here. And you'll notice that Scooby-Doo is shown here. All of the characters in the background have been in the game before, and certain stuff, like for example this black suit Superman, was added after they showed up here, and they even have pointed that out. Now it seems like this stuff kind of is gonna be teasing stuff. Previously we had It, or Pennywise the clown from It, and so there's rumors of him coming to the game. Now you'll also notice there's a very specific shirt here, okay? And this isn't the best look at it. It's a little bit wrinkled here where I have it paused. It's got Bugs Bunny, Taz, and some other characters. Bugs and Taz are already in the game. This could be nothing. This could just be a shirt. But I thought I'd point it out because we know that Daffy Duck was in the files and it is seemingly going to be coming to the game at some point. We also have a voiceover or announcer pack for Mr. I Say, but then there's three other characters: Pepe Le Pew, Tweety Bird, and Sylvester. So interesting. There's been talk for a long time that people really would like for Tom and Jerry to get a skin for Sylvester and Tweety Bird. So I could see maybe that's happening, and I don't know about Pepe Le Pew. I don't know if they do anything with that, but I just wanted to point this out. I think it's interesting. Now, another thing I'd like to point out that they've added is that, well, you have this gremlin with the 3D glasses and the soda, which is taken from this right here. I mean, it's not taken from this, but like, I think that was a hint towards the stage, which I've talked about this stage before in previous videos through leaks, but they kind of showed it off here in the live stream. We have the little things on the side, which I theorized would move up and down based off of your weight, and I was right about that. So when you jump on the one on the right, the other one will raise, and you'll also notice that there's obviously these gremlins all watching the fight in the background, and when you get defeated, these gremlins in the background essentially will celebrate. No matter who you are, they just really enjoy watching the chaos unfold. So I think that's pretty fun. Overall, this stage looks really good. I think it's one of the best stages that they've added to the game, and it's way more unique. Now, another thing is that the stage itself will be a bit different based off of what you're playing. This version of the stage will just be the 2v2 variant with the two moving platforms on the side. If you are playing 1v1, it will be only the main platforms. It won't have the side platforms that move up and down, and if you're playing ranked mode, these up and down moving platforms will not move. We also have the destroyed Townsville Hall, which is coming later on. It's fine. It's not a great stage in my opinion. Now, we also got a look at the ranked skins for this season, and it's going to be for Powerpuff Girls, obviously. One thing I think is pretty interesting is kind of what they chose to do here. Now, if you look at the gold one, for example, it's basically just your base designs with gold. Then when you move over to platinum, you'll see that the outfits are a bit different on top of being this like platinum design. Then you go over to the diamond tier, and you can see that once again, there's like a special little design on top of being like diamond or whatever. And then on the highest tier, the master tier, we have this cool heart and star kind of confetti pattern on the outfits, which I think is a nice way of making them more unique. Now, it was pretty obvious who was going to be the Battle Pass character, being the Powerpuff Girls, but we also have some other Battle Pass stuff now. First off, we have the Rick Prime skin for Rick. Then we have the Mystery Incorporated Velma skin, which is at tier 20, and there is another similar skin we're going to be showing later in the video, which is kind of like this. And this is one that we did see in a previous trailer. Then we have the Training Garnet skin, which I've talked about previously in some leak videos. Most of this stuff I've talked about in previous leak videos, and there's still some stuff that hasn't been added yet, so I'd recommend going and checking those out, by the way. But anyways, we have a new ring out, and I don't love this. This is just gonna make people very angry. It's another Salts thing. So get ready to see this in every game and get very frustrated. And we have a new Tom and Jerry skin, being them in karate outfits. Then we have an Arya skin, which we've talked about before. It is from season 5 of the show, I believe. It looks pretty good, and that will be available at tier 48. Next, we have a new profile banner, which is really interesting, and it is a screensaver, and it's just bouncing between the corners. That's it. I mean, it's certainly an interesting banner. Then we have Justice Lord Black Adam, which I have never seen this outfit before in any comics or anything. I even looked it up and I couldn't find anything. I mean, it kind of looks like another like Shazam family character, White Adam. If you've watched the DC animated television universe stuff, you'll know that in the Justice League show, there was a alternate universe where the Justice League became the Justice Lords, or they were always called the Justice Lords. I can't quite remember, but essentially they had really cool outfits there. And while Black Adam was not one of the Justice Lords, maybe they are going to be adding Justice Lord skins to the game, and they just are also giving Black Adam one. And none of those are in the Battle Pass, but maybe they will be in the store during this or something. I don't know. Hopefully they are coming, because the Justice Lord outfits look so good. Especially Superman's. I'll put a picture up on screen. It's amazing. I need that in the game. Anyways, next we have the Death Metal Wonder Woman skin, which looks pretty good, and she even has the chainsaw, which is gonna be really interesting to actually see. I'm wondering if it'll have special sound effects. But yeah, it's actually also called the Quintessence Diana, not Death Metal. And lastly, for the Battle Pass, we have the final tier, which is going to be the Rowdy Rough Boys. Next, we have the Prestige Store. First off, we have the Dark Knight's Death Metal Batman, which of the 3 Death Metal skins, it's the only one actually labeled as such. Then we have Anti-Life Superman, another Death Metal skin. We've known about this one for a while because of the leaks. Now, the Batman one, I do want to talk about a bit more, because in the actual Death Metal comics, Batman uses the Black Lantern ring with this outfit. So if you don't know, a Black Lantern Batman skin was leaked to be coming that had special voice lines, but it's possible that this could be that technically. We'll just have to wait and see if there is a separate one or if this is actually that. But for now, it's possible that it could be. There's also 3 more items. First being the announcer pack for the Rowdy Rough Boys. Then we have a Superman banner, which has glowing eyes and bullets bouncing off. And lastly, we have the Righteous Anger profile banner, which is Superman. Now that is our Prestige Store for this update. There's also all of the other previous stuff that will still be in the Prestige Store as well. We also got the confirmation once again that there's the Batman 89 skin coming. And this got confirmed to be releasing October 1st, from DC specifically confirmed this. And the Batman 85 anniversary event will actually also be then. Now, they also did confirm the event with this picture, which I recreated. I'm gonna put the one I recreated on the side. How good did I do with this? But that was obviously leaked, and they confirmed that, yeah, you're going to be able to get other Batman themed skins, but they also confirmed that if you don't want to get those skins, you can use the currency for this event to get previous Batman skins, including the Batman animated series skin and the Samurai Batman skin. And here is the art for the first Rift, which will be releasing tomorrow, or will already be out by the time you're watching this. So you can see the new Shaggy skin, which I'm assuming will be in the store. And it is the other Mystery Inc. outfit, which I talked about in a leak video, but we now have both of their outfits from that show, that one episode where they had this. And I think it looks pretty good. It'll be fun to use both of those. Now, they brought up something that I think is really interesting, and that is that they're going to have a new multiplayer mode, which will have like mini games included, where you can go against each other in like all of the different Rift mini games. They also mentioned PvP with the Rift mutators, and they specifically mentioned that it kind of wouldn't be all of them, just the ones that make sense, which I don't know how many of those actually make sense, but I think that that will be a lot of fun, and I think it's also just smart to be able to use those in actual PvP. Now, they did a Q&A at the end of the stream also, which I am going to briefly touch on. One of the things that was asked about was alternate color stuff, and they specifically mentioned the Fire and Ice Circuit Drone outfits that are in one of the rifts, and they basically said, we're listening and we're looking into that kind of stuff. So no deconfirmation or confirmation really, but we will just have to wait and see what they do with that. Now, they also mentioned loadouts and randomization in the Q&A. And essentially, once again, they're looking into that. They also mentioned daily mission rerolls coming back. Basically that they are discussing that with the team, because if you don't know, they used to have daily mission rerolls where you could basically choose to reroll a mission if you didn't want to do it, or if it was too difficult or for a character you don't have and stuff like that. They also mentioned basically that perks everyone uses the same perks because it's pretty clear which ones are better, and they're looking into trying to improve that and make perks better in general, which I think they've talked about a few different times, so kind of same old there, but hopefully perks are getting improvements, especially the ones that aren't too great, and will allow for more actual variety with those things, but we'll just have to wait and see about that as well. Now, at the end of the stream, they've done this thing a few times with the food stuff. They pulled out an apple and they basically were confused, and I didn't understand this at all. People in the chat of the stream immediately pointed out Marceline, because apparently I haven't watched Adventure Time. I've been planning to for a while, but I'll get to it eventually. But essentially, it seems like this is a hint at Marceline, and obviously with how much stuff has been done with Marceline in the games like Files, it seems like she's pretty much closest to being released. So it seems relatively likely that Marceline will be our season 4 character, or one of our season 4 characters. And if you want more info on that, I've talked about that in some of the previous videos, so you should definitely go check those out. Now, they've also hinted at Raven very heavily, including in the trailers recently, as well as all of a sudden they've been hinting at Freddy Krueger, which I missed in the last video, so I did want to mention that. But yeah, they're probably coming at some point. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, etc. I'll see you guys all next time, and goodbye.